Today I want to tackle once and for all the power steering issues that I'm having with the tractor. What I understand so far in this tractor is there are three major components, maybe more, but I know at least three. One is the cylinders, hydraulic cylinders that I already overhauled. Number two is the hydraulic pump right here that I overhauled as well. Number three is the power steering control valve that I know I have a big leak there. And that valve is right there. So you can see the two plugs connected to the valve. So I'm going to have to remove all this cover to gain access to the valve. My goal today is remove the control valve, bring it home and overhaul it, where I have already a rebuild kit. So I got this panel loose. I haven't removed it yet. I'm going to see if I can at least remove these two bolts that connect the hydraulic pipes into the valve. These two right here, 1 and 2. These two are pretty much like big banjo connections, like in the motorcycle brakes. See? To disconnect the power steering control valve from the column, it will help tremendously removing the dashboard. But I have an issue removing the steering wheel, which is locked. I need to work on that, so I'm just trying to wiggle it through this hole. You can see I have a wrench over here, so basically a little bit at a time I can get this bolt loose. All right, it came out. So right now, the way I understand, the power steering valve should be now only connected only on this linkage right there, right here. Well, I think I have some of the valve loose already. So I'm gonna take this pin out and the valve is loose. There we go. Here it is. A little bit mess, but we'll get it fixed. Now what it doesn't want to come out is this rod right here. There was a pin right there that I removed, but it's pretty stuck right there. It's not moving anywhere. So here I have the power steering control valve. I cleaned it a little bit, and what I can see here in the back is there's a little bit of roughness here. I don't think the leak happened due to this roughness, but definitely I'm gonna have to polish the surface and the surface on the steering column, so there is a good seal. And the two O-rings that were in this position, they weren't broken, so I think that if there is a leak, it should be most likely somewhere over here. So let's open this up and see what we find inside. And everything so far, where I can see where the banjos connect the control valve, everything looks good. So I hope it's just maybe just a few seals inside the control valve and there is no problem whatsoever in the steering column side. This is my first time opening this up. Well, this doesn't look so bad. May need for sure a new O-ring, but there is nothing else that seems to be damaged. I don't know if these marks are normal. There's another one over there. But the surface is not scuffed whatsoever. It looks pretty clean. This O-ring needs to be renewed. There is a little bit of surface rust that I can polish, and a new O-ring should take care of that. Alright, let's keep taking this thing apart. Alright, now I'm going to remove this bolt. See what is in here. This is a spring and a ball. Let me see if I can fish the ball with this. There it is. And the spring doesn't seems to be broken. Right, now let's look at the bottom of the valve. There is a circlip right here. I'm gonna remove it. Here we go. I think this is a cap that may be coming out with a magnet, probably, yes. There is some felt or some material. It's pretty rusted. What else is in here? And a plate. I think these parts are all consumable. I think there is a kit for this. At last, there is an O-ring inside this screw. Well, I'm gonna put it in the ultrasonic tank just to clean everything inside out. Then we start polishing everything from inside and this side as well. So I'm gonna put the control valve before it gets too hot. And next I'm going to do some bore cleaning inside the valve. I'm going to blow all the holes to remove any impurities. So here I have a glass which is a flat surface, and this is 15 micron sandpaper. I'm going to try to polish a little bit this surface. Oh, I cleaned that up, this surface. I think it's much better now. I also was polishing this one, but I didn't realize about these balls, so I actually have polish it a little bit, make it flat at the top. I hope that is not an issue. And now I'm gonna paint it. And this is the valve ready to be assembled with all the parts that came with the kit. And this is the kit, which is supposed to be for an older version, so there were a few parts that they are not needed for this one. I'm here with the tractor and I'm going to be installing the power steering control valve that I have right here. So this one is ready to be mounted. And as you can see, I put a little bit of grease right there so I can put the O-rings and they will stay. They won't fall off. So this one needs to be turned a little bit like that. This is a project I've been really wanted to get done because it makes driving the tractor so much better. I really hope this is the last thing I need to troubleshoot in the power steering system in the tractor. I've done everything from the actuators to the pump and now the control valve. I really don't know if there is anything else that may fail, but so far everything in my knowledge has been taken care of. I just hope that this valve don't give me a hard time. I think the reason why it was leaking at the beginning, it was because of the flat O-rings. I think they were too compressed. These new ones should make a good seal. And actually I used to, but I have to buy 100 because nobody was selling such a small amount. So yeah, this is pretty tight now. I'm gonna mount now the banjos next. They have a copper washer in there, another one in the other side. This is a 22 millimeters. Second one, washer in the back. And this is not gonna fit. Or barely. Oh yeah, just barely. And all the work I've been doing in the tractor has been always done in what a friend of mine called the shade tree garage, which to be honest is not very comfortable, especially now in winter. But you gotta work with what you got. Sometimes I get a little bit frustrated working here in the open, and then I remember those Indian guys doing like pretty amazing jobs on heavy machinery, winding motors on the sidewalk without any tools, so no reason to complain. Don't want to over tight this and break the washers. I think this is it. This is it. Power steering, control valve installed. Next, I'm going to try to hook this shaft to the valve. Hopefully, holes line up right there. They don't line up, but I can move this up and down with the steering wheel and hopefully make this pin pass through. Let's give it a try. All right. Yep, all the way. And the control valve is installed. By turning the steering wheel, the valve is going up and down. So let's see how that works. Right, let's put some oil in the pump reservoir. I'm gonna have to do this a few times for sure until the whole system gets filled. This is too big. This one should do the trick. Yeah. Fill it up until it overflows. I have hydraulic fluid in the system. I have connected the key temporarily like this, and so I'm gonna start the engine and see if it's working. There are a few bees around the oil filter. Seems they like the smell of diesel. But first I'm going to open up the pump and let's start the engine, and hopefully we don't get a big oil leak from the control valve as I used to have. Neutral, let's go. So far no leaks over here. Oh yeah, I can feel it. Much better. Oh yeah, power steering is working. And I have no leaks. Oh wow, it's running smooth. No leaks whatsoever. Look at this with one finger. We made it. I can't believe it, not a single drop. Well, so finally the power steering ordeal is completed. Everything has been rebuilt and everything seems to be working so far. So the next step is going to be painting the hood and the body part and installing the dashboard. and that's going to be in the next coming videos. So meanwhile, thank you for watching. Oh, and the steering wheel. I need to change the steering wheel too.